Hello P4, welcome to our home learning today. Our topic is Unit 23, Rotation of the Earth and the Moon. So let's try to find out what are the learning objectives for this unit. Are you ready? Let's start. Let's find out what causes day and night. How long does the Earth take to make one complete rotation? How long does the Earth take to make one complete revolution around the Sun? Why does the Moon seem to change its shape? How long does the Moon take to revolve around the Earth? And why do we only see one side of the Moon? So, for our science glossary words, we have here axis. Axis is an imaginary straight line drawn through the center of a sphere. A cycle is a pattern that repeats regularly. Lunar means of the moon. Orbit means path of one object moving around another object. Phases are stages of a cycle, while revolution is one complete orbit. Rotation is a full spin of an object on its own axis, while planet is an object that moves around a star. Flashback. The position of the sun in the sky appears to change during the day. The sun is low in the sky in the morning and evening. It is high in the sky at noon. Rotation of the Earth. Why does the sun seem to rise and set every day? Because the Earth rotates once every day. Occurrence of day and night. Every day, we see that the sun rises in the morning and sets in the evening. It appears at its highest around at noon, but at night, we cannot see it. The spinning action of the Earth is called its rotation. The Earth rotates on its own axis, which is an imaginary line down through the center of the sphere from the North Pole to the South Pole. As one side of the Earth faces the sun, it receives light and heat from the sun's rays and experiences daytime. But the side that does not face the sun is dark and experiences night. Every day, we experience both day and night. The time it takes for the Earth to make one complete rotation is 24 hours. The pattern of day and night affects our everyday life. We are more active in the day when there is light, but usually rest and sleep at night when it is dark. How long does the Earth take to make one complete revolution around the Sun? It's about 365 days. Duration of one complete revolution. Every year, we celebrate New Year's Day on the 1st of January. This is the day that we start counting a new year. A year is the amount of time that the Earth takes to orbit or travel around the Sun once. An orbit is a circular movement of an object around another object in space. When an object moves in a circular motion, each complete circle is called a revolution. Each complete orbit of the Earth around the Sun is one revolution. Each revolution of the Earth around the Sun takes about 365 days. Find out how the revolution of the Earth around the Sun causes the four seasons, which we have spring, summer, autumn, and winter. The axis of the Earth is inclined at an angle of about 23.5 degrees to the vertical. This tilt remains the same as the Earth moves around the Sun. As a result, different parts of the Earth receive different amounts of heat and light from the Sun at different times of the year. Why does the shape of the Moon seem to change at different times? It's because the Moon revolves around the Earth. The Moon is the brightest object in the night sky. However, it does not give off light of its own. Instead, it reflects light from the Sun. The Moon moves around the Earth in an anti-clockwise direction when viewed from the top. It moves in an elliptical orbit. The moon is the Earth's only natural satellite and is the fifth largest satellite in the solar system. Its diameter is about 3,474 kilometers, which is a little more than 1/4 that of the Earth's. At night, when we are not able to see the sun, we can often see the moon. The moon takes about 28 days or about a month to orbit the Earth. We use several terms such as full, crescent, half, and gibbous to describe the different appearances of the moon. A gibbous moon is more than a half moon but less than a full moon. As the moon appears to grow in size, it is said to wax. As it becomes thinner, it is said to wane. Phases of the moon. Phase 1 of the lunar cycle is called a new moon. We see a new moon when the moon is between the sun and the earth. A solar eclipse can only occur when there is a new moon. Phase 2 of the lunar cycle is known as the waxing crescent moon. Phase 3 of the lunar cycle is known as the half moon or the first quarter moon. It has revolved 1/4 of the way around the earth. Phase 4 of the lunar cycle is known as the waxing gibbous moon. Phase 5 of the lunar cycle is known as the full moon. A lunar eclipse can only occur near a full moon. Phase 6 of the lunar cycle is known as the waning gibbous moon. It looks similar to the waxing gibbous moon, but the lit part is now at the opposite side of the moon. Phase 7 of the lunar cycle is known as the half moon or the third quarter. Phase 8 of the lunar cycle is known as the waning crescent moon. Why do we always see the same side of the moon? It's because the speed of rotation of the moon is about the same speed at its revolution around the Earth. Just like the Earth, the moon rotates on its own axis. The moon takes about 28 days to orbit around the Earth once. It also takes the moon about 28 days to rotate once on its own axis. So in the 28 days it takes the moon to orbit the Earth, the moon also rotates about its own axis one full cycle. That is why we always see the same phase of the moon. And that ends our lesson for today. For supplementary videos, you can check them in Google Classroom. Thank you for watching. God bless, stay healthy and safe at home. Bye, P4.